Hey, hi everybody. My name is Fifi Modibedi. I am from Randfontein. I own a company called Fifi Investment, but I'm trading as Afro Tribe Hair Salon. I registered my company in 2014, but honestly, it only started being active I think it's 2, 3 years. Because when you're still trying to find your feet and your footing, you're trying to do everything and anything, and finally, things happened. I got, alignment, if I may put it. So I own a salon. It's a natural hair salon. It's in Green Hills, Randfontein. We specialize in natural hair care. We have our own products. Over and above that as well, I'm also in construction actually. I'm a grade 2 actually, almost grade 3 GB. I also do catering as well. So I do quite a lot of things. That's me in a nutshell for now.
Thank you so much. Thank
Um, so my journey has been filled with a bit of ups and downs, and I must say it's really been a learning curve. Um, I'm gonna talk more about Afro Tribe actually because that's the core business. That's the one, you know. So we opened in 2020 last year, just before COVID. We opened in February, just before COVID, and I went into an industry that I really didn't know much about, but I liked. And I like hair, and I've never had great hair. So going into the business also gave me an opportunity to know about hair. And my journey, it started off where last year, February, we opened the doors. I started off with one chair, one mirror, and a big room. If you go through some of our Instagram photos, you'll see, and one sofa actually. And it was emotionally draining, but I look back now and I'm really grateful for all the sacrifices actually and everything, sorry, that we have been through, as well as finding the right people to work with. A team, building up a team has also been very um, challenging, especially not knowing much about the industry. So what I did is I went back to the drawing board, and I went to school to learn hair. And I wanted to learn more about natural hair besides what I read and learn on your YouTubes and all of that. So I then signed up at Rutos Academy to know more about natural hair. And it was tough, I'll be honest, because I was working as well. And I had to sacrifice time to know the industry, pricing, what works, what doesn't work. And I played around with a lot of things, and people in the beginning were very, open to the idea. And I've really been lucky, actually, to be in a community that people were looking for a natural hair salon in Randfontein, or just generally a natural hair place to go. And then I just happened to be there. So the journey has really been one thing that I actually remember was we opened in February. I think it was the 9th of February last year. And then 2 months later, it was COVID. And like everybody else, we thought it was a month-long lockdown. I've invested buying stuff and uh, being new in the industry, not knowing that you have to pay rent regardless of if you open or not, you know. And we then had to close our doors for a month, then the second month, then the third month, and you look at where you have tied up your money. It was a real challenge, guys, and I had to close doors. And like everybody else, I think we only opened in September. And when we opened in September, prices had to go up. But because I was still the new kid in the block, I had to keep my prices the same. The challenges where people now have lost their jobs, and I'm offering a service that it's a niche market. and natural hair, people think your natural hair is for broke people. Only when I also really got into it thoroughly, so I realized actually natural hair, it's a process, and it needs money for you to as well to maintain your natural hair. So the build up to today is we then stayed in our first premises for a while, and our clientele started growing. People started trusting us more. People started coming to us. We started getting referrals, and slowly but surely the business started to grow. We're not where we want to be, but we are slowly getting there. We've recently launched our own product range as well. I'll share with you. We've got our hair conditioner. We've got our own shampoo now. We've got our own edge control. So, like, literally, we've gone. It was COVID for me was a phase to sit back, relook, re-strategize, rethink, and just redo things in a way that made sense to me and the market that I was looking for and looking at. And now we've got a full hair care range, from your shampoo, edge control, hair growth oil, hair butter. And we're still affiliated with Rutos though. So just because we then ventured to do things on our own, we still Ruto Partner Saloon, but we are more, promoting us as Afro Tribe. So if somebody comes in and wants a Rutos treatment, you'll find your Rutos treatment. If you want an Afro Tribe treatment, you'll find an Afro Tribe treatment. So that has been our journey. It's also been a self-discovery journey, I must say, where I also had to learn my own strengths in the business and know what I'm good at, and accept things that I was not good at, and trust my team more. I work with a team, so we've got some stylists. I've got a lady who helps me on Padile Litoko, which is our brand ambassador, and she also comes through. Lebogang Modibedi, who's my sister, she works with me as well. And the challenges have been, I'd actually like to say, the good outweighs all the bad that I've ever experienced. So we also now currently relocated from, we're in Home Lake, now we're in Green Hills, opposite Lombard Tires, and the business is growing. We've moved from not having any client in a week to every day there's a walk-in, there's an appointment, and we now taking appointments, because we've also had to learn that natural hair, if you come to our salon, you need minimum 3 hours to be with us. People come there and they complain. They'd be like, yo, but there's a science that goes in natural hair, unlike your mainstream salons. Yeah, so that's really been our journey. Very, even the finances, we how do I put, we breaking even, in terms of sales. We breaking even in terms of the food traffic, our marketing, we trying our best, but at the end of the day, the challenges is you're only as good as your last job. So we wake up every day with my team, and we don't try, actually, we wake up and we do our best. We always want to be better than yesterday. Technology, guys. So our products are 100% organic. So we use your natural oils, we use your jojoba oil, your shea butter. So they are they're not tested on animals. So that's the basis of our products. And we've had them now. We've been using them for, I think it's about 3 months, 4 months, and the feedback has really been quite amazing, because before I started promoting and sharing about the products, we used them internally, Kosaluni. And like Ria also said, how I also started with the products. My family and the clients, Kosaluni, are the best people actually to give feedback. So we went on a trial of over 3-4 months trying to get people to give us feedback, and the feedback was amazing. Even those that had challenges, and we went back to the drawing board So, hore, oh, what was the problem? Let's go back into it, fix here, fix there. And now we've got a formula that's really 100% organic, nice on your skin, and it smells like mint. Ooh, our products are nice, guys. Even if I'm blowing my own horn, we so
Blow your
our
own horn,
product.
girl, blow.
Because if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. Ngilabona. But our
Mm.
products, like even the hair growth oil, like I said, I was my first guinea pig. So before I even told anybody about the products, I used them myself, for about 2 months. Then I started testing them on my clients. Then my daughter, like my daughter's my guest guinea pig as well after me, guys. Like if I think of something, my daughter is next in line. Hore, okay, if it didn't work for now, or if it worked for now, let me try somebody else. Then my sister, then my mom, then Unkatile, then the whole team, then a few clients. And then, I love people who criticize you honestly, not to pull you down as well, because I also get feedback that I don't really like, but then I go back and sit down and see, was this person being genuine or was this person trying to bring me down? So that's what I did with my products as well. From packaging, the actual product, that's exactly what I did. Um, I had to, find also a product. Because one thing I know about products, if I like it, I'm sure somebody else is gonna like it. Like I said earlier on, I drink my own tea, and not everybody will like my tea. And luckily, there have been people who, and have been giving me constructive criticism and suggestions, and we've incorporated everything, and that's how we landed here. Wabona, guys. So yeah, and so far, I mean, with and if you're going to talk about natural hair, you got to be extremely cautious and very sensitive. And what I've learned is people who have natural hair know what they want, know the product. So you also need to know your product. You need to know what goes into it. And you need to know when somebody who's got this really huge afro comes and tells you, I've been growing my hair for 3, 4 years, don't mess it up. You know how to talk to that person. You know how to consult that person. And if somebody comes to you, my scalp, this, you need to just know your product. Like you need to dream of your product, wake up, sleep, eat your product. And that's how we got to where we are. Like I'm at a point where nobody can tell me about Afro Tribe like I can tell you about it. Because I am Afro Tribe. No, it's in my blood. Different, right? So I offer hair care. So most of my friends have hair. So, you know, so if you don't have hair, you've got a friend who has hair, and I force my friends. Okay, let me not say I force my friends, but my warm market, because my thing is most of my friends. I think majority of my friends are employed like full time, and I'm one of the few that's self-employed. So when you guys have events and you want me to come, and then I don't have money, guys, no, let's think about this. Let's rethink this friendship thing, because I want to support my friends and I want to come through to your events, but if you're not supporting me, how are you expecting my cold market to trust my product or my service? Because we don't all have the same friends. So you've got your friends have their own friends, and I rely, besides on Instagram and social marketing, I also rely on referrals. So if you um and another thing about our service, right? I always tell people that we specialize in natural hair and scalp treatments. So I always say, even if you come for a wash or a hair treatment once in 3 months or once a month, even if you loloha somewhere else, I don't mind, because we all have a person or mo ratang gore o ologa so, o ologa so, But the basic is we all wash our hair. So if you're not going to wash your hair, go nna. And then there's also a price thing where some people say my prices are not within their budget. And fair enough, that's true. But now with the um, you need to come, you need to talk to me and say, Fifi, you know what, I want to come support you, but I've referred so and so. Then it makes it easier as well for me to grow. So, just talking about friends who Baba Filang or maybe sometimes Rabatena perhaps. My WhatsApp, it's a business WhatsApp. So you're gonna expect to see on my stories, hey, products, stories about hair, Klonyana tse di yalo. So if you're going to be on my WhatsApp and you see hair, bueno, shebileng my story. So, and it's nice because I like to know that my friends are liking and my friends babang ba comment, oh, this is nice. And I take what they tell me and positively so. But when we started Afro Tribe in the beginning, I really, really relied on my home market, which was my friends, my family, people that I know, because that's where I started to gain my confidence because I couldn't find my confidence for total strangers versus the people who are close to me. So now I'm at a point where my friends and my family support me, and now I appreciate them just sharing my number with somebody. Support for me, it's not just financial support, even the non-financial support, I really appreciate. I really, really appreciate it. Because in the long run, then somehow it then converts to the financial, because that's why we're in business anyway.